I'll tell you what. Try as I might, I can never get the rotation on this thing right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Um, Speaking of which, I don't seem to be able to get the lighting right. I thought that might be kind of a nice angle, but for whatever reason, the glare is way hotter than it probably should be. All right, well, you know what? We're gonna make do. It'll get less bright as the evening goes on. We're right about at that sunset hour, so we'll see what ends up happening. Hope everybody's doing well. I am enjoying this evening. Got a nice Sazerac board, and I'm about to be diving into my second jar of Sleepy Hollow. I had a smaller kind of a squash jar that I put up some Sleepy Hollow in, and I've smoked through that. So now I'm going into my big jar. Now this is not a. I don't think this is a. I mean, it is a mason jar, but it's not the double. The double tops. It's just the easy twist on, easy twist off. And so let's see. Having said that, I was going to use it as the prop up, and now I realize the problem with trying to open it. So, as per usual, I did not plan. Ooh, but I got this on here pretty tight. So I tell you what, hang on. Sazerac's going to do the job of the camera stand here. Y'all, I apologize for the background noise. Apparently somebody's doing some yard work. Woo! Man, that's good. That is good. I mean, like, it's like, it's just fall. I mean, like, I know we're like right here still in the heat of summer and we're still a little bit of ways away from fall, but man, oh man, I tell you what, some Sleepy Hollow will put you in that mindset real quick. I don't know why I'm getting such a glare, but for whatever reason, it's happening, so I'll try to angle it here in just a minute. So as the title says, I'm doing something a little different today. So we're gonna have a conversation about gumbo, of all things. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. Oh man, Captain Snyder, man, you got to get some. It's good. Get another light. Thing is, it's been so hot lately. It's been kind of hard to get out here and justify enjoying a pipe in the evening. Because even in the evening, it's just been crazy hot. But here's what I wanted to hop on and talk about. Gumbo. Okay? Gumbo. Now, a couple weeks back, we had a listener write into the show from London, from England. I think London, but I'm not entirely sure. And he wrote in. He was asking questions about gumbo, and he kind of told me he watched the YouTube video, and I was like, you really can't trust YouTube for instructions on gumbo. You go on, you find all kind of different videos and everything else. So there's different schools of thought. This is just the case. But what I said to him was that I would share my method. Man, let me get this relit. Sorry. Before I hand over the secrets of the universe. Oh, a good one. So this is that video. This is me telling y'all kind of what my method for making gumbo is. Now, before you do anything, there's one thing that you got to have, and that is a proper spoon. What's up, Nathan? Thank you, AZ Hawk. That's exactly right. That's what I was about to say. It's all about the brew. And that's why you got to have a proper spoon. Okay? Now, y'all might not have seen one of these before. That's the kind of spoon you want for a roux right there. That's a roux spoon. And you will notice it's a spoon. Okay? That's not a spatula. That's a spoon. but it's flat and it's curved. Okay? It's flat and it's kind of at an angle. And of course, the reason why it's flat and it's at an angle is so that you can scrape the bottom of your pan and you can constantly be stirring. And you don't want anything to get stuck in the sides because you want to keep your roux moving. Now, one other thing you notice about this is that it is lighter down here than it is up here. And that is because this is a well-loved spoon. This one has seen some action. And by the time it's, before it's retired, I'm sure it's not going to be as pristine even on the edges. My grandmother's, for example, has like cracks all in it and everything else from just years and years of use. And this is what I think is part of like a little handy secret when it comes to the roux. Not only do you need to get you a good spoon, you also want to get something that's dark. You want a nice dark wood because for one thing, as you use it, as you see, the edge is going to get charred, but that is also going to be your guide as you're stirring the roux to let you know how dark you're going to want to get that roux. Because at first you're not going to want to push it because if you push it too much, you might accidentally burn it. But at the same time, people get too nervous and they don't push it far enough. So if you get something that like this, a nice dark brown, then you've got a guide and you keep stirring that roux until it gets as dark as the spoon. And as your spoon gets darker, you advance and your skills advance and you can push it and you can get to that level. That's my first trade secret. Second one. So I've been doing a lot with duck, okay? Duck gumbo is fantastic. And the reason why I really just swear by duck is because you can use every single part of the duck for your roux. For your gumbo, I apologize. And what you want to do, get yourself a nice sized duck. You want to, score it all over the body, right? You want to crisscross it all the way over the body. And you want to slow roast that duck with a nice pan underneath. Because duck is a fatty bird. And that fat is liquid gold. So you want to cook that thing down until you render about a cup's worth of fat, which is generally when the duck is just about fully cooked. And that fat is going to be your base for the roux. You match however much you get. You get a cup, and 1 1/4 cup, you get a little bit less, whatever it is. Whatever that fat is, that duck fat is, that's equal parts that, and then you want to match it with the flour. And that's what you put in, that's what you start stirring up. You want to make sure it's well mixed, and you want to work that roux probably for about half an hour, if not longer, ideally longer. And you, like I said before, if you got the right spoon for it, you're gonna be solid. During that time, you want to take the duck, you want to scrap all the meat off of it, put it to the side. You're gonna add that in later on. With the carcass of the duck, with like the entire bone structure and everything else, you throw that in a pot, you start it boiling. That's gonna be your broth that you're gonna be adding later on after you get your Trinity in and all your spices and all your goodness right there. So that is my guide. That is my tricks to making a solid roux. And I wanted to put it out there for our friends across the pond. I was going to write it all in an email, and I thought, you know what? Let me just do a video real quick. The thing is, I meant to do the video like a week or two ago, and I just hadn't had the chance. But at the moment, wife and kids are out of town. I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time to do it. Let me grab this here gumbo spoon, enjoy some of this Sleepy Hollow, and, put it on out there, and hopefully educate you guys on how to make a proper roux and a proper gumbo. Let me know if you do it too, because I would love to see some quality gumbos out there from the folks that are tuning in to Country Squire Radio. I'd like to think that I set y'all up right. Put in the comments. Let me know if this was helpful, and if your method for making gumbo is different from mine. Throw it in the comments. Whatever I said that was wrong. I mean, like, let's be honest, I didn't say anything wrong, but let's say you disagree with something that I said, you can throw that in the comments as well, and hopefully our friend from across the pond will be able to gather from all our collective wisdom, or, my wisdom and some other chef's hot takes that might be how they do it. That's what I'll say. That's my diplomatic answer to that. Anyway, all right, hope y'all having a great night. Talk to y'all soon.